That's what really drew me. I see that in other people.
You're a yes man with boundaries. Are you good at riddles?
Everybody has hard days.
That is wild.
No questions, no fees.
That is sweet. You're riddle master.
Help me. Oh no.
We're not salty people.
No, we're not.
So let's talk about some of your sweetest memories at Rainbow Kitchen.
It's changed my perception a lot of people.
Welcome to Muffin Talk at Rainbow Kitchen.
Welcome to Rainbow Kitchen.
Welcome to Rainbow Kitchen, Muffin Talks with Rainbow Kitchen. This is Patrick.
It's not Muffin Tops, it's Muffin Talks.
Muffin
right?
Talks. Yes, Muffin Talks. Why don't, before we get super into it, I'm giving you no context, and I'm just gonna get you to pick one of these three things, either a ladle, ice cream scoop, or a measuring cup.
Okay.
You have 5 seconds.
We're going with the ladle because this
Perfect.
is the most intimidating to
That
start
is
with.
probably the worst decision.
Okay, great.
So I'm really happy about that. How about like a quick 30 seconds, who you are, where we're at?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is Rainbow Kitchen. We're in our kind of like secondary prep space. We're a local soup kitchen. Providing breakfast and lunch to everybody these days, Monday through Friday. And then we expanded in 2021 to do a school meal program in 6 schools currently. So this kind of replicates what we would, I don't know how close it's gonna replicate, but we have a school meal program where we bake each week, and this was the inspiration for where this started.
It was, yes. So we're actually gonna be making blueberry muffins.
Oh, great, delicious.
And a great thing about Patrick that I love is you're a yes man with boundaries.
I start there with you, yeah.
That's gonna all change.
But,
I think that you need to be a yes man kind of, in this like the world that you work in. I feel like people ask for help and you want to say yes. And I know like when I've come with requests, you say yes. Not sure how it's gonna look, not sure what we need, but we'll get there and I'll support you. And so last week we sat down, we came up with a plan, what we were gonna do.
but half an hour that went out the window.
And then this morning you woke up with a text from me saying, forget everything we talked about, I had a better idea last night.
Yeah.
So I hope this works out.
Yes, it will.
I'm excited to get into it. First question.
I'm ready.
Are you good at riddles?
No.
Okay.
I don't, okay, yep, here we go.
So
Super dyslexic, this is gonna be great.
this is gonna be how we figure out how much flour we need.
Okay.
So if 2 blue flowers equal 1 red flower,
Okay.
and 2 red flowers and a blue flower
Oh no.
equals a 1/4 cup of flour.
No. Can I see it on paper?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. 2 blue equal 1 red.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 red and
the
a
answers
blue.
on there?
No, I crossed it out because I knew this was gonna happen.
Great.
2 red and a blue
Yeah.
equals
Okay.
1/4 cup of flour.
Yeah. Oh no.
So if we have 10 red flowers and 10 blue flowers, how much flour do we have?
I'm just gonna guess at this. I think.
It might be better just to guess, but
Okay.
and I'm not gonna tell you if you are right or
2
wrong.
red and 1 blue equals a 1/4 cup. Oh, fun. Yeah, okay. Do I just start, what do I just start doing? Do I have to tell you my answer? Do I just start adding things
You
to
can
the bowl?
you can just add it, and you can actually you can use this.
Great, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna, yeah.
And while you do that, we're gonna kind of mix in some questions. I can wait. Maybe
No,
I'll
don't
let
wait.
you do this.
You
Okay.
just keep going.
So while you're figuring this out,
Having a mental implosion.
I also want you at the same time to talk about a term that I have heard called food equity,
Sure.
and maybe what it kind of has replaced.
Sure. I think most of us are pretty familiar with like food security and food insecurity. 1. I should guess how many, okay, we used 12 muffins we were going for. Okay.
It's actually 8,
Oh, great, great.
just so you know.
Food security is pretty in the zeitgeist. We understand that,
Yeah.
that concept. But food equity is really, it's simple. It sounds more elaborate than it is, but it's really just that it should be a human right, that it should be equal for all of us. There's food sovereignty, which kind of takes it one step further and really goes back to the farmers and having more say and more input into like what they grow and where the price of food that gets to the grocery store and that impact onto all of us as society is even one step further down the road. But we really focus on food equity and that there's no barriers here.
Yeah.
3. No questions, no fees, no applications, because even we are a vulnerable population that we serve, not exclusively though.
Yeah.
And so sometimes even having ID or registering to get ID if it's been lost or misplaced or something like that is a huge barrier for some folks. Filling out applications can be a hurdle that it's like, why put that in place when you've shown up and you've told us you're hungry? Why make things harder?
Well, part 2, that question was how it relates to Rainbow Kitchen. So I think that you did a great job already. Yeah.
5.
That, I don't know if you're doing good.
Okay.
So is that where we're going to stop it? 5?
No, I'm gonna do 6. What, that would be...
No, I'm just kidding. So 6 would be a cup and a half.
A cup and a quarter, a cup and a half, cup and a half.
Okay. There you have it, folks.
4 muffins.
Your riddle master.
8 muffins.
Okay, let's move on to number 2.
Number 2.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the ladle part to come in, but that will.
So that's coming up, but the next step is sugar.
Yeah.
So I've pre-measured 2 substances here.
Okay.
One is salt.
Yeah.
And one is sugar.
Yeah.
And I want you to pick which one you're gonna dump in.
And I don't get.
And you have 5
Yeah.
seconds.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5.
I'm going with this one.
Okay.
It looks more crystallized. Like it looks. I would taste them if I was doing this, and it's just for us. But I'm going with this guy.
Okay. Yeah. Disclaimer: this is just for us. This isn't going out into the food program. So I'll get you to dump that in, and that's a great segue to the next question because it is about the lunch programs.
Yeah, that looks sugary. I think I would nail that one.
Okay. We'll see. And yeah, once again, the inspiration of the muffin making is because it's a big part of the lunch program.
Yeah, our school meals. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Fridge of Love.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you just briefly tell us about the lunch programs? Because I know that's I think that's something that a lot of people don't realize about Rainbow Kitchen, or I didn't at least.
Sure. Kind of the places here and the places in the community, both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We started with lunch and really started as an offshoot. I'm keeping my eye on that other salt container.
Salt.
We started as an offshoot to another nonprofit, and it's a well-known one downtown that is incredibly important to all of our population and us succeeding. We rely on everybody. And they would have to create a physical space within their dining room when a single female or a young family would show up amongst their population. And so they would have to create this individual space that felt safe and felt somewhat controlled. And so the chef they would continue to do that, and that chef had a tough time doing that. And so she reached out into the community and found another space where they could start their own little soup kitchen. And we started exclusively for women and families. About 25 years ago. And so the need was so much bigger than just that though, but that concept of safety and inclusivity and family remains at our core, and it's something I'm still really proud of.
Yeah.
And it is so many pieces of what we're doing today in schools and us in the community. But it grew. So it was started as a women only and family only, and then it grew to be everybody, and then it started with just 1 day a week, and then it grew to 5 days a week, and then we moved out here to Esquimalt, still on like major bus routes, so it's easy to get to. But then that piece of families really retains, and so we still are one of the only places you can bring your kids to, and we can serve you of all ages.
Yeah.
And then the school meal program felt like an offshoot of that was natural. We were seeing what was. So lunch has been always our core, and we started with lunch.
Right.
But then in 2021, we really looked at the community, and we saw toasts programs. They're really great, and they're pretty much at every local school.
Yeah.
But to just be satiated off of a piece of toast from the morning, I know I wouldn't. And so we really looked at what we could offer, and so we installed an apartment-sized fridge into a local school, and we started with places that were really close to us, so that if the van broke down, we know we could walk those muffins to school that continuously.
Yeah.
Because sustainability feels really important. Of like, if we're going to start something, we're going to make sure if we said we're going to do it,
Sure.
we're going to be there tomorrow. You're relying on us for food. How can we let you down in a
Yeah.
way? So it started with that, and now we're with our first school, and now we're about to be in 7 schools this January.
That's like growth.
wild.
That is wild.
It's
That is
wild.
wild. I actually didn't know that it started as just female and family.
Yeah, most people don't know that part.
Yeah, but the inclusivity and like the safe space, I feel that here so much. And I think a big contributing factor is like there is a zero tolerance for being under the influence here, but at the same time, anybody can come and get food to go, which I think comes back to that like saying yes and you know, if somebody needs food that they're not going to be turned away.
Everybody has hard days.
Yeah.
And so it's like
100%.
we try to have that relationship, and I think we can have a different relationship with our guests. And it's like we probably know you. We might not even know your name. That's not an important part of what we do.
Yeah.
We might be lucky enough to know your name, but if we don't, we still have. We've seen you. We see you probably more than we see our family. So we can see if today's a good day or if today's a tougher day for you. And we're not gonna withhold food just because you're having a tough day. We might ask you to take it on the road to go, but we're still gonna try and
maybe
serve
even
you if
2
we can.
helpings.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Come back and see us tomorrow after you've had some good satiating food.
Love that. Love that. Speaking of good satiating food, shall we?
Back to these muffins.
Shall we move on to the next one? Okay, so we'll see if that was actually sugar.
Let's see.
So the next one is where your ladle is going to come in.
Great.
To handy.
Ladle.
So this is baking powder.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is the math behind baking.
Yeah.
This is like where you can't mess
It's
up.
a science.
So I need you to guess at what 2 teaspoons is.
Great.
Using your ladle.
Great. This is the best baking I've ever done. Seriously. 2 teaspoons.
Yes. Do you wish you picked a different?
Nope. This
No?
is great. That look like about 2? Teaspoon. Yep.
I will say that was more of a tablespoon. That was more.
That was me.
So I
We're
mean,
gonna find out.
what happens if you have too much baking powder? It becomes a chef hat.
Yes. Yeah.
Great.
It's gonna be so voluminous.
Okay.
Not.
Next question. In my world, and I think because I am here every week and I see Rainbow Kitchen and I get to hear all the amazing things that are happening and the community that comes through, like in my head, Rainbow Kitchen is just constantly killing it. Is like always outdoing themselves.
Okay.
But I'm curious what struggles maybe Rainbow Kitchen faces that maybe we don't see or think about. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think we've changed a lot in the last. I started 6 years ago, and I think we've changed a lot in the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And it's not all me. That's 100% real. It's a village that makes all the muffins. It makes it go every day. It's a train down the tracks every day. And
Yeah.
it takes a whole team of people to make that go. 200 volunteers each month touch us in some capacity, from picking up bread to making muffins to serving and chopping all the vegetables to make for lunch for 150 people each day. But I think the community is a bit more aware of who we are than they were 6 years ago, and I think that's a big change, and a powerful one that we need to. We're a bit of a secret, which helps us in some capacities, but then we're too much of a secret that doesn't help us in some capacities.
Right.
We're always towing this line,
Yeah.
and we can't get too big, and we can't keep. We've literally doubled ourselves pretty much since COVID over the past 3 years.
Wow.
So every second year we've added twice the amount of programs, twice the amount of budget, twice the amount of.
Year after year.
Yeah, like every second year we've pretty
Yeah.
much doubled completely.
Wow, okay.
Which is astronomical and
Yeah.
unsustainable. We can't just keep doing that.
Yeah.
So we're in a bit of we've done a lot, and we can't keep topping ourselves, but
Yeah.
the need keeps growing. So it's like we have to kind of find that safe spot and that safe, steady state to kind of be like, let's see what we're doing and make sure we're doing it really well and
Yeah.
make sure that is what the community needs.
Yeah.
Before we really take on that next piece.
Yeah.
We've created the Fridge of Love in our schools, which feels replicable, and designed with that to be able to get to 30 schools one day, but not next year. Let's take it one step at a time too. It's
Cool.
hard. It's hard when you see the community and the rising price of food and all those pieces.
And when it's like such a good idea that you're passionate about, you want to do it like 100%, 150%.
Yeah.
Right
and
away.
we can find somebody in the community who's going to say, let's do it now.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
okay, how many of those did I say yes to?
Yeah. Yes, man. Yes, man.
It does come back, doesn't
He
it?
has boundaries. Okay, well, we're gonna bring what you think is salt.
Yeah.
And I
it's
want
back.
you to bring that ladle out again, and please measure half a teaspoon of salt.
Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon.
Half the last. Okay.
And even though we are
Yeah. Boop.
okay.
Oh no.
So even though this
Just smell them
step
both. Yep.
is salt, we're not salty. We're not salty people.
No, we're not.
So let's talk about some of your sweetest memories at Rainbow Kitchen. What is one? It doesn't have to be a specific memory, just kind of like an experience that you get here, like what keeps you coming back. Obviously, it's your job, and you have bills, and you have a passion for food equity and all that. But what is something that really stands out, whether with guests or the community or whatever?
Some of the sweetest memories.
Yeah.
Food's always been a part of my world in work, in a way. For decades, it's been food service and like serving tables and restaurants and openings and things like that. That I'd heard about Rainbow Kitchen, and the stories of just that impact on how your service in food could change people and benefit people in a different way. That's what really drew me. And now being on the other side after 6 years is like, I see that in other people. I see that in yourself a lot. I like that spark that it creates of like you change the community by being here and telling these stories. I see that reflected, which is a powerful thing I never thought I would experience. It is all community, and I have more friends than I ever thought I would, really, in my own community. That I can't go very far in my own town that is that without seeing somebody that volunteers here or a guest. I never thought I'd have a relationship with our guest population. That I at an intimate level that I do. A different Patrick in decades ago probably would have been more intimidated and maybe avoid that interaction, but really now if I see a guest that I know in the community, I'm happy to engage, and they meet me with the same joy of seeing me, that it's like, that's the magic that I never thought would really be there, but it's changed my perception a lot of people.
That's the human experience. I feel like that's like that is sweet.
Really, that's in the core that I never, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
I never thought that was coming.
Not being able to leave your neighborhood without being recognized. I feel like that's a blessing and a curse, but I appreciate the sentiment about that. Yeah. Okay. Is this vegetable oil or is it engine oil? There's only one way to find. Just kidding. This is going to be an easy one.
I got an easy one.
You can just dump it in.
Great.
I think that's how you. No, maybe we should mix the dry ingredients first, just a little bit.
Sure.
I think.
Yeah. Good idea.
I didn't write that step down.
No, you're the chef. This is great.
And while you're doing that, why don't you tell me, if you were a fruit or a vegetable, which one would it be and why?
A fruit or a vegetable? What would you be?
I think that's good.
Okay, yeah, it probably is.
You know what? I told myself I need to think of an answer to this because I thought you were going to say something, and I just got too busy and I didn't actually think about one. But I do love mangoes, and it is an alliteration, like if I'm Mackenzie Mango.
Yeah.
So naturally that is what I have decided.
Do you love mangoes? Did you say that?
I do.
Okay, you love them.
Yeah, I'm watching you do this, and I'm realizing this
really
is not.
comfy.
I don't think this is the. I think we should probably do
It's
all
just
the
waiting
wet
for-
ones
yeah,
at once.
yeah, probably.
Okay, so
ones.
you know what? Let's do the next question while you also continue on with this answer.
Okay. Yeah, I've got that one in mind.
So now you just crack that in.
Okay, great.
And
They say if you crack your egg on like a flat surface, you're not gonna get eggs shells in your dish. That's great. That's beautiful. I was wondering why it was taking an extra second or two.
oh my gosh, this was me at 7 a.m. this morning. I just got this idea.
You had so much fun doing this.
I know. And Simon's like, what are you doing in there?
One
I'm like,
egg? That's beautiful.
There you go.
Okay.
You know, it'd be funny if I did 2.
I feel the wiggle in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Here I'm giving baking tips on an egg that's not gonna crack.
I mean, you didn't get any shells in it.
No, there's none.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait for the milk or the cream on this one too.
You might want to answer this question first.
The vegetable one?
Yeah. Or fruit.
I've never thought about it, but asparagus came into my mind. I like it. I'm not gonna go too far down that road, but I'm going with asparagus.
It's pricey.
It's pricey. I mean, hey,
Expensive taste.
expensive taste.
Asparagus and Brussels sprouts were both ones that
Yeah.
I thought I hated until, sorry, Mom.
You became an adult?
I had somebody else cook them for me.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll cut that part
That's
out.
moms.
Yeah. Because my mom's a big supporter of Rainbow Kitchen and me. And I don't mean to insult her.
Stay good on that one.
Next.
Next.
Okay, so like that egg,
Yes.
it was maybe different on the inside than you expected on the outside.
Okay.
So what's like a myth that you can bust for us, whether it's about Rainbow Kitchen, food, equity? What's something that people, like preconceived idea they have about Rainbow Kitchen?
Some of them feel so easy of the preconceived ideals. Really, that food is for everybody. I think a piece that I realized too is that like no one just comes with a food need. There's definitely something beyond that, or in addition to that.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, it's not all like, oh, what could we do better on? But like as a society, that holistic piece of like, we just focus on food, and we have to just focus on food because we're not experts at really anything else. I can't even tell you what sugar and salt is. I'm not a housing expert. I'm not a health expert. So no one's showing up here just because they're hungry. They might need, like, their paychecks aren't making connectivity enough.
Yeah.
They might be struggling with housing. You might need a doctor. There's so many pieces that add to the real struggles in people's days, and I think there should be more connectivity on that end of like, and that's a societal piece, because we're all us nonprofits are really struggling in our own capacity just to keep going, and
Food's just a surface.
it's hard for us, it's hard for them. It's a battle.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
It's tricky. I think that's a part. No one just shows up because they just need food. They need companionship.
Totally. Yeah.
They need a safe, warm, welcome place. So it's like we try and do as much as we
are.
can, but
Yeah.
food at the focus.
Amazing. Love that. Okay. Ready?
Ready?
I was gonna bring a blindfold, but I thought I would trust you and just tell you to close your eyes for this next one.
Okay.
You're on actually 3 cameras, so if you do peek, you're gonna be called out for it. So next thing is we need a 1/3 cup of milk,
Third of a cup of milk.
and so I want you to close your eyes.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
Actually, we'll just get rid of these.
Third of a cup of milk.
And so close your eyes.
Okay.
Hold that.
Yeah.
Pour the milk in.
That's not the container. Oh.
Yeah.
You're terrible.
Because we want to see how good or not so
okay.
good you are.
Okay.
So I will let you start.
Oh, no, I just couldn't pour the milk. A third of a cup. I don't like this anymore. I don't don't even know what's coming out.
No.
No, not yet. Okay.
You have one drop of milk came out.
Terrified. Okay. Oh God. Okay, I'm going with that. I don't know what that is. These are gonna be absolutely
Here we have it.
delicious.
So I told myself I wouldn't.
1/3. Okay, I can see where that is. It's like a few lines away. Yeah.
So I don't think this is gonna get any more liquidy. Have at her.
Okay.
You were so close to pouring that all over your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Because they're not going to bake.
I think that just for fire safety, I think we might
Sure.
need to pour a little bit.
Perfect.
in. Help
me.
Tell us about how the community, and I don't mean just like those in Esquimalt. I drive in every week from West Shore. Okay, I'll give it to you.
Great. Keep going.
How can people show up and help? I know obviously monetary, volunteer, but what do you need? What does Rainbow Kitchen need?
You nail it though. Like, those things don't change, which is wild. And it's always changing. Finances are always changing. Rainbow Kitchen starts with nothing every year, like 0. And it's a bigger structure than that as to really why we start with 0. But there's not a lot of confirmed funding. So donations, we are very lucky that the community wants us to keep going, and they show us that with their donations of $5, $10, $25. It really is the game changer for us. We write grants, we fundraise as best as we can, we get creative.
Yeah.
We take your in-kind donations, so if your pantry goods are even a year past expiry, we can still take them and turn them into lunch for 200 people. But it's your hands that chop, and it's yourself. You do the dishes, and that is like I've worked in a lot of kitchens. That is the hardest job to do. That looks nice and moist. And sometimes the hardest job to fill and have reliable help there. But it's like, after you've done all the pieces all day and you've served them and you've connected with your community, the last thing you want to do is look at the kitchen and be like, now I have a whole half day's work getting everything done and ready for tomorrow. So it's friends like that. Rainbowkitchen.ca. If you want to check us out or connect with us, that's the place. Our headshots are there and our emails are all there. If you want to volunteer or connect about fundraising or food driving, we're there.
Yeah, all year, not just around the holidays, like 300 and whatever days a year that you're open, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Even just like random little fundraisers. I feel like there's a lot of different. I saw something about socks recently. Like I did school supplies last year, and so there's like different opportunities that might not even be. You make them.
We can't think of
we can create them.
Yeah, we can't think of it all. But if you want to help the community, we're partners that want to say yes to those things as much as we can. Our food is the focus, but why not fill backpacks with things that kids need? That need. Food is a conduit, but there's usually something else on the list that's like, how else can we help? Socks in the winter? Yeah.
Dog
School
food.
supplies, dog food. Hygiene pieces?
Yeah.
Toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant.
All the things.
Yeah, feminine hygiene, those things should be right to people, not, oh, my paychecks aren't meeting, so I need a roof. Yep, that's priority too, but it's like, so you can't have those things?
Yeah. How do you choose?
You shouldn't have to.
Yeah. Great. Shall we move on to bloobs?
Yeah, this is gonna be easy. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more of this because I don't know.
I just want you to put a cup. I just want you to put a cup in there.
Great, one cup.
You know what I was gonna do?
Nope.
I was gonna get olives, and I was gonna put them in 2 bowls with saran wrap over top, so you could feel them kind of and make you choose. But I figured that it already could have gone bad enough at this phase,
and it has.
Yeah.
I love olives too. That would be a neat muffin. Olive muffin.
If
school
you picked
kids.
salt instead of sugar, it could have been a savory muffin. But now it's just looks like a marsh.
Yes.
Or a bog.
It's gonna come together in the end.
Okay.
Mackenzie.
There is one step more
one
to
step
do.
left. Okay.
And I need you to scoop.
Okay.
And really putting you to work. And I'm wearing the chef hat.
This is great. A good chef can lead, right?
Delegate.
Yes, that's what it's all about. Okay, this is turning into something.
It is.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yes, teamwork.
Tell me, 2026 is on the horizon. What are you looking forward to? There's been changes that you've made. There's been some pretty cool stuff happening in Rainbow Kitchen. What are you most excited about for 2026?
We served a 250,000 meals last year.
Wow.
Yeah, and it feels very well on track that we're going to do the same, if not more.
Yeah.
For 2025. And so 2026 feels like
I can do something.
Thank you, chef. 250,000 meals. I look at the number of in the 6 years I've been here, it feels wild to be I've helped, and it's not on me. I know that, but over 1 million meals. We're on our. That feels wild.
Wow. Yeah, that is wild.
To just to have been a part of, and all the faces and all the connection that brings, right?
Yeah.
Truly excited. We're launching our 7th school in January, we'll put 7,000 meals to local students into the community. I think that's really impressive. Per year.
Wow.
And then our hope is to put in a fridge in the community that is not in a school. And so we're putting the final pieces together with that partnership so that it would be accessible. So really trying to be in people's school life, and each muffin that we bake has a little label on it with our logo, but there's the summer, and there's winter, and there's spring. There's almost every season there's a break from school that everyone who is food insecure at school has to navigate themselves.
Totally.
And so we're trying to build a fridge into this community that can feel safe and welcoming, just like it is at Rainbow, and with no barriers of if you want to go to the fridge, it's yours, do it.
Yeah. I don't know if we covered this, maybe a little bit, but So you do breakfasts, lunch
Yeah.
here, and then
Yeah.
in between those two services, the place shuts down kind of. Volunteers get to do prep work. You can do what you need to do, but
Yeah.
there's a fridge that's accessible on site that people can come in between those two services, grab up to 3 things:
Yeah.
vegetables, yogurt,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
muffin,
A muffin.
which is the fridge of love,
Yeah.
which is also at.
That's what's at our school. So
Yeah.
it's like that. We wanted to really focus on using the food that we can rescue to the max.
Yeah.
And so each week, tens, thousands of pounds come in the back door.
Mm-hmm.
We don't use it all. We have 14 other nonprofits that visit us each week and each month. That one's going to be a big one. And so if we get 5,000 pounds of peppers, we're going to chop as much as we can. And so we use our time here a little more strategically.
Yeah.
And the dining room turns into a volunteer prep space during the middle of the morning after breakfast and before lunch, trying to maximize our production. So we now make more muffins in the mornings than we ever have. And we can package things and we can chop things and freeze things. Really focusing on how we use things that were donated,
Yeah.
showing that we're going to use it the best we get it,
Yeah.
and can. But in that change, what has been working really well at our schools is our fridge and our fridges of love. And so we thought, why not put one in Rainbow Kitchen, closing that gap between breakfast and lunch. So before, even a year ago, we would be there for breakfast and we would be there for lunch, but there wasn't really anything. And maybe we had a granola bar
Yeah.
sitting by, but there was no food, really, sustainably. And so this changes that for us of, yes, we have a bit more volunteer capacity built in now, and yes, we have a bit more food for anyone in the community built in now.
Yeah.
Trying to bridge that love and our capabilities a little bit differently.
Yeah, and who knows who's walking by here in between those 2 times that can't make it to breakfast,
Yeah.
can't make it to lunch, but then there's, the fridge there for them to access, and
For anyone.
love it.
Yeah.
This was supposed to make 8,
Yeah.
and you've made 6, 9, 11, so there's somewhere I think we may have gotten lost, but let's pop them into the oven.
Let's do this.
And you're gonna try one, because I actually don't eat sugar, so, well, who knows, there might not be any
you're
sugar
not.
in here. We'll see how it works out, and we'll do a little tour of Rainbow Kitchen at the same time while we're waiting for it to cook.
Come with us. Let's do it.
Yay!
Terrifying and exciting all at the same time.
For you.
They look delicious.
I looked everywhere for blueberries.
Yeah.
And was like, oh no, is it not blueberry season?
Yeah.
I found them. It's not blueberry
It's
season.
not blueberry season.
But they still have them.
We can't mix these up with the muffins that are actually 20 minutes. There we go. Okay, so this is our kitchen, and prior to COVID, we would have everybody in this room. So there would be like 8 bodies moving around here. We'd be doing dishes. We'd be prepping vegetables. They all stayed in one.
here?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like it's a tight community, and in all the best ways. But when COVID came, we really had to see how we could use the space better, and so we started more prep in that other room.
Okay.
And it's close enough and big enough that we can, and we've expanded. So we've spread out our home, which is really lovely.
Yeah.
And then just behind this wall, we have our commercial kind of fridge and a walk-in fridge. But really, before when we first got here, it was like apartment fridges and it was apartment stoves that.
Really?
Yeah. And so only even in the last year, we did a little renovation in here and put in new new ovens and new convection ovens, so we can kind of bake to the best of our abilities.
Yeah.
And then we can head downstairs if you want, and you can see our little pantry and the
I've
the
actually never
freezers.
been there.
Great, come on down.
I'll just point out my station.
Yeah, show off
This
your
is-
workspace.
It's where I wash dishes.
It's the hardest job. It's probably I try and thank you, but I'd say it's like the most thankless job in a way.
When I wanted to be a server here because that's like that's what you think is like kind of the like
when you know you've
instant,
made it.
instant gratification kind of.
Yeah.
And they put me on the pre-wash station, which is almost worse than this because it's like where the plates are still dirty, so that the water's soupy.
Yeah.
And it quickly became my favorite like spot, and I was asked to serve after, and I didn't want to because it's actually stressful sometimes serving. You don't get the time to like really chat with everyone.
Yeah.
And at the pre-wash station, everyone's full, happy, grateful. It's like hands down my favorite position.
I love hearing
Which is
that.
shocking that it's one of the harder ones to fill, but I think it's because people think of serving
Yeah.
and like overlook maybe the other parts of it.
That story will stick with me. I really appreciate
Aw, add it to your sweet moments.
that. So many of these are, but that's so true. Of
Yeah.
like, that is what feels like from the perspective of like the highest gratification is serving, but it's really like that is the most you get to actually interact, and they've actually either enjoyed or not the
they'll let
lunch
you know.
today, and they will let you know. That's
But
the
also,
thing.
like they, our guests line up there as well, so you are chatting with them
yeah,
while they're waiting.
Yeah.
And like learning about them, or like where they're like their story, or how good of a bad of a day they had, or
You
it's
get
like
that
really
moment.
where the connections are made.
that's powerful.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
don't ever put me on serving.
You're on dishes forever. Come on downstairs. Come on in. This is the pantry area. Where we keep everything, our freezers, our fridges, kind of the chefs will come down here and see what they've got on hand. Storage, but purposeful storage.
I'm learning so much just in this like little adventure about Rainbow Kitchen, and I've been here like a year and a half helping.
Yeah, we're great partners with the church
Yeah.
that we reside in the annex of. No
Yeah.
affiliation other than tenants, but we have slowly taken over more and more and more space.
Yeah.
So we have some organization, let's
Okay,
say that,
okay.
and these will be the freezers that we store our muffins in, so we can. If something happens and we all need to pitch our hands in, we have a bit of a backstock, and we can
Right.
keep feeding schools. That sustainability is important to us.
Yeah.
So a freezer for the fridge of love in Rainbow Kitchen, so that fridge at the front door has its own backstock.
Gotcha.
Our 7 schools have their own backstock of muffins. And then we move into kind of where the meat and potatoes, let's say, is of the pasta. But this is like the sign from when Rainbow Kitchen first started that used to reside in Vic West. That's the first little Rainbow Kitchen sign. So welcome. This is our little pantry.
Wow.
It's going to be a surprise what's in the freezers. This one's coffee. So we serve coffee every day, donated. If you give us beans, we're going to grind it.
That's it. I think recently there was a call out for coffee because
Yeah.
we were running low, and it always amazes me how the community shows up and drops stuff off.
100%.
But coffee's expensive,
Coffee's expensive.
and we want to have coffee for our
Start that
guests.
day.
Yeah.
We all
yeah.
love to go to the coffee shop, but it's like we want to be that place that has that fresh cup for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're gonna make use of your beans, your grounds. We're gonna make it.
you
we're
bring
gonna make
them,
it go.
we'll brew them. Oh, that was good.
Hey, write that down. And then we kind of just separate it into like pork and beef and
Okay.
chicken and vegetables. And whether we prepped it and we chop it from the 5,000 pounds that come off the truck,
Yeah.
or we keep it frozen and we have those chain connections with our wholesalers. That if a pallet of chicken's coming up to close to dated, we're gonna make sure we make room in our freezers to make the last of it.
Do they tell you ahead of time?
It's all individual, and it all fluctuates throughout the year.
Yeah.
But if we, like you even said, if we put out a post because our pasta shelf and our tomato shelf is kind of getting lower, it's like our community is going to respond and
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
But we'll take tomatoes in whole tomatoes, tomatoes paste, tomato sauce, canned tomato, diced tomatoes. Like our chefs are going to turn it into a delicious meal for 200 really fast.
And also, just to like, so it's said that the chefs rotate, change
Yeah,
each day.
yeah.
And they are chefs. Like the food here is
Yeah.
so delicious, and it always amazes me what they come up with based on what we have
Yeah.
or what's being donated, and it's like
They are chefs.
Amazing.
And they weren't necessarily chefs in the careers they had before coming to Rainbow Kitchen, but their passion and they're constantly finding new recipes and being like, oh, can we make ziti for 200 people? And it's like, yeah, let's put our brains together and figure that out.
yeah,
Oh, there's like
so good.
Greek lasagna. They like it's not just a pot of soup. Soup is great. But they put so much love into the dishes they make. It's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a vegetarian option all the time.
There's always a vegetarian option.
Meat and vegetarian option.
We found out that if some days, and we try to once a week, just do an entire lunch worth of vegetarian, and it saves us about $250 from our purchased budgets. That it's
Right.
like meat's the hardest thing to get donated.
Yeah.
So we hold on to more when we get it,
Yeah.
but we are usually purchasing our protein, and so we're trying to and finding those chefs who are inspired by cooking with beans and lentils and peas and things like that. That it's like, yeah, it might take a little soaking, but let's Monday chef, let's help Tuesday chef out and stretch our budget a little further by
Sure.
using those great donated things.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
All the oils, all the sauces. This is our little home downstairs.
4 minutes. Here we go.
Those look amazing.
That's the one.
That's the big kahuna.
Okay. Shall we go try them?
Let's do this.
Shall you go try them?
I'll follow you, my friend. These look delicious.
These actually turned out to look not terrible.
Look at those.
Those are really good.
Oh, come on, zoom in on
So, which one shall we go with?
We're gonna cheers, right? You're not leaving me alone on this?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
The cameras are rolling, so I got that.
I'm
going with Mr. Slanty.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm really compelled to.
Yeah.
This one is there's a resemblance.
Yes, chef. It's gonna be warm, so don't.
Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be hot and salty.
Yeah. So I wonder, did you pick the right thing? Cheers.
Okay, don't burn your mouth though. Okay, that's not part of this. Cheers.
I think you picked the right
I
one.
picked the right one.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not terrible. Did you eat it?
No.
That's friendship for you. Yeah, because you would know. You'd know by now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's pretty. It's actually under. It's not super sweet and it's not super salty.
Well, the good news is you have 9 to take home with you. We're not putting them in the school program.
Nope.
This is not Rainbow Kitchen approved. But I really appreciate you doing this. This was fun.
This was fun.
Rainbow Kitchen is like. Rainbow Kitchen kind of filled this void that I didn't know I had a year and a half ago. I was working so much, and it was like I wasn't taking time off, and like I did a lunch here with the real estate board.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun, and it was like this forced break in the day that was so fulfilling. And since then, I've been coming back every week for a year and a half, and got to share some fun days here with like holidays and all of that stuff.
You do so much, and you think about Rainbow Kitchen, like you said, it's not a. I mean, it is a literal pat on your back. Thank you. But it's like you put backpacks together for students at school time, and you think about us at Christmas time. You come up with some incredibly creative concepts to think about your community, even when you're not here. And how you can support it. And I know you've got a few more things on the plan for 2026.
A few things up my sleeve.
Yeah.
Roped my parents into the Rainbow Kitchen
roped your
family as well.
It's a family.
It is a family affair. And yeah, really exciting. So 2026, this year coming up, I've decided that I want to partner with Rainbow Kitchen a little more. And so for every home that a client purchases or sells through me, I'll be making a donation of $250 to Rainbow Kitchen.
You're incredible.
Because I love being here and spending my time here, but I know that like the monetary piece is also very important. And I just feel so fortunate to be part of the Rainbow Kitchen family. So I'm really excited to announce that.
You feed your community. Thank you. You make tangible change.
Thanks.
And this was the most fun I've had here in decades, and I haven't. It's only been 6 years, but this in the totality, the most fun I've ever had.
Lucky for you, I actually ran it past the board of Rainbow Kitchen, and this is going to be a weekly thing that we're doing.
Great. I can't wait. We're making meatloaf next time. Thank you.
Let's do meatloaf.
100%. Thank you
Okay.
for all of it, from all of us. Thank you.
Of course.
Lucky to have friends like you.